Attorney Kent Eichelzer has represented thousands of clients involved in a wide variety of personal injury matters. He knows the ins and the outs of insurance companies, and he wants to help you if you've been involved in an auto accident. He's here to talk more about his practice and clear up some of the misconceptions about personal injury cases. Welcome to the show, Kent.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great for you to be here. First, give us your background. Tell us about the firm and just all of your experience.
I grew up in a small town in Iowa and moved down to Atlanta. I was educated down here. I wanted to get out of the weather. You know,
right,
never going back.
Right. Well, and then look at our last winter.
Right.
So
right. Love the city. Started out doing insurance defense. State Farm is our main client. I worked for a firm in Sandy Springs, and learn the ins and outs of insurance companies, learn what they want, what they don't want, what they're looking for, and decided that there's a market for me to switch to plaintiff's work, and so I did.
Well, good for you. And why is that so important? Talk about personal injury and clear up some of the misconceptions that we have. And why was it important for you to switch gears and switch sides?
Okay. My dad was a pharmacist, and I asked him, Dad, why do you want to be a pharmacist? And he said, I can help people. And when I started doing insurance defense, I saw people that were mistreated, representing themselves, poor representation, and I knew I could help people when I switched. So that's why I switched, because I knew that in the end, that's where I needed to be, and that's where I could help people.
And let's talk about some of the areas that you cover specifically: car wrecks, death cases, slip and fall. Go into more specifics.
Okay. Our main practice are automobile wrecks. Every year, thousands of deaths from automobile wrecks. Anybody driving around Atlanta knows how rough the traffic is.
Oh, yeah.
People don't pay attention. People are on their cell phones. People are drinking and driving,
yeah,
and hurting people. And when you're hurt, you can't pay your bills. You have medical bills. You can't sleep at night. And we're here to help and make sure that transition is taken care of.
Now, let's talk about how important it is. Right now, we have uninsured motorists are on the roads. You were telling me in the commercial break, 1 in 4 drivers is an uninsured motorist.
When you're driving home tonight, you're going on 75 or 85, count the cars passing you, and it's very scary. 1 in 4 will not have insurance. That's why it's so important to have uninsured motorist coverage. And I'm a personal injury attorney, and I'm advocating for insurance. It sounds surprising, but it's very, very important. It covers you. It covers anybody in your car.
Right.
If the person that hits you skips town and you can't find them, it will cover you. And it's very, very cheap. I mean, clients come to me all the time saying, I have full coverage, I'm covered. Well, you look at it, the agents don't know what full coverage is always, and you need to ask about uninsured motorist coverage. If they don't have enough insurance, it covers you. Again, you have a broken leg, you're out of work, you have medical bills, this will cover you.
Right. And are you finding that with the economy the way it's been in the last few years, are those numbers on the rise?
Yeah, they are on the rise because...
That you let that slip. Hey, if you're trying to pay your mortgage or maybe an insurance bill, you think, okay, I'll take care of that next month. I'm going to let it lapse.
Right. Am I going to buy groceries or am I going to buy insurance for my car? People roll the dice and say, I'm going to buy groceries for my family. It's understandable a little bit, but they get caught. When you get pulled over, the state will check your coverage, and you will get a ticket immediately.
Right. Well, I want to say, when I lived in California, I mean, they really, if you were an uninsured motorist, and happened to get pulled over, and I want to say you lost your license. I mean, they really cracked down. Do you see Georgia cracking down more so, or are we just not quite there yet?
No, Georgia is cracking down.
Good.
It used to be that they'd pull your registration and just look at it. The state checks immediately.
Excellent.
On the scene.
That's good to know. And let's talk about some of the misconceptions for people out there who might need a personal injury attorney. What are some of the myths you can debunk, or some things that people may not understand about what all goes into a personal injury case and what they can do to get on the right track and get the proper representation?
To be blunt, insurance companies have the money and can send out the message that personal injury lawyers are bad and all this stuff is bad until it happens to them. Because they have the power, the little guy doesn't, and we're here for the little guy. I urge everybody to watch the documentary Hot Coffee. Everybody hears about the McDonald's case. If you watch the documentary and you learn for yourself, you will see what the truth is. And the truth is that lady was severely burned down to her bone.
Oh my gosh.
And the people they showed the photos to, they walked to people in the street and said, listen, you know, you heard about the hot coffee case. And they all joke and laugh about she spilled it on herself, it's her fault. Until they see the photos, they shriek when they see the photos, and when they know the truth and how often that company, McDonald's, was warned about the temperature of their coffee.
So what are the other messages that the documentary gets across that we need to watch? Is just that these insurance companies sort of have their thumb on us, and that if we're not careful and we don't get represented correctly, that we're not going to see the positive results?
I see it firsthand. Of course, I want my clients, and I want to represent as many people as I can that have good cases. But it's just, I have clients walking into me with, you know, offers of half their medical bills that they owe, and their case is worth 10, 20 times that. And I'm wondering how many people are out there that take those offers.
Right.
You know, insurance companies are businesses. They want to save money.
Sure.
And if 9 out of 10 of those clients out there, you know, potential clients out there, take that offer, those $400, $500 offers, and get released,
that's it.
That's it.
You have no recourse. You can't go back.
They come to me
that,
and
right?
they call me and say, you know, what can I do, Kent? I'm sorry, there's nothing. I wish you'd called me a few days after. I could have helped you right away.
Right. So when should we call you? When should we call an attorney?
You know, the insurance companies will criticize, but you need to call right away, because the things you say to the insurance company in the beginning, they'll use against you.
Really?
You know, so call them right away. Let us worry about dealing with them. You worry about getting better,
right.
Get back on your feet, and get back to your job.
Okay, great point. Great information, Kent. Thank you so much.